What is up, boys? So just want to have a quick discussion about the current state of Warframe. My thoughts are going to be all over the place. First and foremost, what I'm going to say is that the game has become way too easy. Literally, it's a walk in the park, man. It's not even funny, it's a walk in the park. I mean, most would disagree with, some, not most, some will disagree with the statement I just mentioned right now. But overall, it's true, man, it's true. I would argue peak Warframe was if PoE released without Revenant. That would be peak Warframe. Because what they recently have done is given everything on a pedestal, man. Like, what PoE did was probably the most revolutionary update Warframe has ever had, due to the planes of it just gave us something to farm for, some, what you call it, so it gave us novelty items, in-game items like arcane energize, one of the peak items every Warframe player wanted. And then also I could argue the Glaive Prime was one of the most iconic weapons almost every Warframe player wanted once they knew what it did, or what it was, or what it represents. But what they recently did is just gave it out for free. Now I'm gonna say this, I think Prime Resurgence was both good and bad for the game, I'm sorry. Because literally once Prime Resurgence came, there was no such thing as novelty items, no, what can I say, no collector's items, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that like can distinguish one player from the other, because everything will eventually come back. Yeah, you can argue this, but and some will argue pay to win. I mean, the game is still completable without having the Glaive Prime or Arcane Energize, but the thing is, Arcane Energize is obviously farmable, so it gave you something to work towards. Like for me personally, Arcane Energize and the Glaive Prime were end goals, and now they just gave away like twice now. They give away free, like total 4, you can get total 4 free Arcane Energizers with that Ascension game mode when it first came out, and it came out a second time with Jade, that Ascension thing where you can buy a maxed out 2 maxed out Arcane Energizers, and that came out twice. I missed the second time because I couldn't be bothered. And then they brought back the Glaive Prime. Man, I don't know how to feel about that, dude. Bringing back the Glaive Prime, it just, there's nothing for me to work towards no more in Warframe. There's no grind for me to do. And you can argue, I don't even play this, I'm a casual player. So the fact that they brought back those things for free, man, it just killed the game for me by like 50%. And then back to on topic on what I was saying, what I was saying, that it became too easy, is that Warframe kind of shot themselves in the foot after 1999. Well, even before that, after PoE, they kind of started shooting themselves in the foot continuously. That's kind of crazy to say, because every update I can say from now on, I don't need to play. If they're gonna treat it like 1999, if they're gonna treat every update like 1999 from this point on, I don't need to play it. And honestly, I don't think I need to continue playing Warframe, because I could argue 1999 was probably the worst update of last year. Was it last year or this year? I don't even know, couldn't care less. But yeah, it's probably one of the worst updates, because what the Deimos revamp did, and what Deimos and what else, Circuit did, the Devere updates, those two probably came second after PoE, because they added items that you needed to farm, that kept you coming back to that game mode. You know what I mean? Now with 1999, sure, it's a new map, new items, stuff like that, but The fact that the new items can all be acquired through plats, or acquired by through plats. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not saying I'm a huge spender. I'm not even a whale. I barely spend any money on Warframe. I'm on Epic, so those 75% discounts are huge. They make me get huge progress through the Warframe. So why is that an issue? Like I said, I haven't played 1999. Even though I can't be bothered to, because there's nothing for me to offer. It has nothing to offer to me, you know what I mean? If your argument in it is it's a new location, new enemies, that's not good enough for me personally. It needs to have replayability, like Deep Arkham Media, like EDA. Is it EDA? Something like that. And Circuit Deviri. The thing is, Circuit Deviri and has items that you need to go and farm. You know what I'm saying? If something's just purely, if an update just offers stuff purely through plats, come on now. That ain't a chief. Cause honestly, making plats is so easy, brody. Literally, if I, like for instance, Temple, I didn't even farm for. I just bought it with plats. I couldn't be bothered playing that trash. I'm not gonna lie. And what I was saying, that the game became too easy, to add on to that, is that the power creep just went through the roof, man. The power creep just went through the roof. Through the absolute roof, man. Like, I don't know how to feel about it, man. Yeah, you get to feel strong, but what made me love Warframe was this YouTuber called Life of Rio. And the main reason I love survival so much. Survival is my favorite game mode till this day. Probably followed by Cascade. But yeah, survival is probably my favorite game mode, due to what it represented at the time. Because at the time, survival and defenses were obviously the only place where you can get the maximum amount of the highest level enemies you can find. And in today's Warframe, level 200, level 300, level 1000 means nothing. Literally, it means nothing. Unless it's level cap, any level under level cap means nothing, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean as much as it did when I was watching Life of Rio, because back then level 600 meant something, level 1000 meant something. It actually bugged the game out to get to those levels, and it was actually harder to do that. Obviously, you can argue that it was more time consuming than difficult, but still it represented something, you know what I'm saying? Because now I don't see anything that Warframe represents, man. Power group. I can argue Warframe just represents power group and hitting the biggest numbers, and you can't even hit the biggest numbers because everyone hits damage cap now. So I'm confused as to what is their Warframe has to offer anymore. Because even when 1999 came out, it was good for like a month, even maybe less for that, until people came back to doing Cascade survivals, Omni conjunction survivals. Till this day, I barely see any people saying they talking about wanting to do the 1999 stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Current state of Warframe, it's not bad, but it's not good either, if you were to ask me. So honestly, I don't know how they can fix this. Well, I do know. Actually, I don't. Because what I'm saying obviously is subjective. No doubt about it. What I'm saying, my arguments, my discussion here is obviously subjective. But honestly, once you understand the game to a certain extent, you'll understand why I'm having this realization or point of view about the game. I'm not saying it's bad, it's still got hours of content, hours and hours, hundreds of hours. I got 600 hours across 2 accounts, but one MR19 on console until I move to PC, which I'm MR21 now. So yes, but hours of content. The only thing, the appeal I see at Warframe now is trying to min-max, trying to hit the highest numbers you possibly can, which I don't know, man. It's kind of niche, honestly. I understand Warframe's a sandbox, but how long will that last? If you ask, I don't know, man. So I don't know how Warframe can fix this current predicament they're in. But looking at it from my perspective, it's not looking good. Because no matter what they add, it won't enhance, hinder, maybe it will amplify slightly what I can currently do. But it won't take away from what I can currently do. Meaning, do I really need to do it? Because I can do level cap, which I personally view as literally the end game. If you can't do level cap, you're not in end game yet. Level cap, void cascade, in my opinion, is end game. It only takes an hour to get to, more or less. An hour to get to level cap, void cascade. If you can do that, you're officially in the end game. That's end game content. So now, I don't know, man. I don't know. Warframe is in a predicament. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. GG, boys.